What is up, everybody? It is Eric Miller, your best financial friend. Hey, look, we have an incredible video coming up. It's going to be the 5 things that 2020 taught us. So make sure that you stick around, listen to the video, and I'll see you in just a few seconds. What's up, everybody? It is Eric Miller, your best financial friend forever. And again, welcome to the latest episode of Between Two Erics, where we take seemingly complex financial issues and try to reduce them down into simplicity. I, of course, am your host, Eric Miller, the Flavor Flav of personal finance for practice owners. You may be noticing that Eric Gersh is not here. Don't fret, he is still with us. Of course, it's the end of the year, and we keep our advisors busy with handling people and their personal finances. So instead, I brought a cactus for you to observe. It's a holiday cactus, and it's pretty, and it matches my shirt, so don't laugh. Okay, so we're going to talk today about 2020, and I know that it's almost over, and my gosh, I know you've learned a lot in 2020. As a matter of fact, hindsight is 2020. Get it? Okay, I didn't come up with that. Lauren came up with that, but it's still kind of funny. So what I want to talk about are the 5 things, that's 10, 5 things that we've learned in 2020 so that going into 2021, we are making better decisions on our finances, our business finances, and we have a much better result than we did in 2020. Okay, so what is the first thing that we all learned in 2020? We learned that we have a spine that we didn't think that we had. What does that mean? Look, 2020 tested our resolve. It tested our ability to be good leaders. It tested our ability to make good and fast decisions. So you got to look at that from a positive aspect. You know, if you were really able to navigate, make good decisions, and, you know, every once in a while we need a challenge. Well, this gave us a challenge. So 2020 definitely tested your resolve, your leadership skills, and most importantly, how well you can coordinate a purpose and push that purpose on an organization to make sure that everybody is on the same page and that you're all going in the same direction. And 2020 really should have tested that. And, you know, you should think about that and you should use that and learn that to say, okay, I can do this. Like I just encountered like the most horrendous, horrific thing that can happen. And guess what? I'm still here. I'm still alive. You know, we can do this in 2021. But it really should have given you the idea that purpose is really, really key, and your ability to generate a purpose and have a conviction of a purpose is really key. Okay. Next, it definitely tested your business systems. Now, we talk a lot about a practice needs to have good systems in place so that, number one, you don't have to be there every single day for this thing to operate. And for those of you that had to furlough a lot of people, that had to lay off people, your systems got tested, because when you bring people back, do they still know what they're doing? Do they still have descriptions, job descriptions? Are they still motivated to do their work? Do they still know what they're doing, who they report to? Do you have systems in your business? And it really should have showed you the importance of that, because I can tell you right now, those practice owners that had good systems in their business, when they brought people back, boom, they were able to get back to seeing the same amount of patients, if not hit highest evers in their business. So you can see the importance of that. So if you have a consultant that you work with, or you need to work with a business consultant, make sure that you're spending some of your money to improve the systems of your business, because I can tell you it's extremely valuable for the practice. Okay, it also tested, and it should have showed you, and I've been saying this for a long time, is that your practice is the riskiest investment that you have. Because what just happened? You got a notice that said you could not operate your business anymore. And you can see how fragile your business is when you're not seeing any patients or you don't have any customers. So your practice is a very risky investment. Remember that when we get to the next couple of items that we're going to talk about, and make sure that you're treating this business as an investment and that you are getting max value for it. and that you're trying to achieve maximum value in your business. And we have some tools that can help you with that. The fourth thing that 2020 taught us is that we may have, just maybe, have some financial holes in our business. Now, what do I mean by that? How many of you had enough in reserves that made you feel comfortable that you could be shut down for a couple of months and still operate? I know not many of you. How many of you were worried about the amount of debt that you had? How many of you were worried about the lack of money that you had in your practice? Okay, this is what 2020, it exposed what happens, and what is the problem for the majority of you is that you are simply not operating on the right income target for your business because you're not putting your buffers at the very top. What are your buffers? Your business reserves, your business expansion funds, your 10% of paying yourself as an owner to create other income streams, your taxes, all of these things that have to be put into your make-break number so that you're operating on the right number. So if you don't feel like you're making enough money, there's a reason for that, because you're not including all of the things that you really need to include. And we're going to be talking a lot about that going forward, but just make sure that you put all of your buffers, your profit at the very, very top of your expenses. And that definitely was made very clear to you that you cannot operate on a 5 or an 8% profit margin in your business. You will not last, you will not be able to expand, and you will get exposed at some point in time. And then lastly, the thing that I think we all realize is that we cannot depend solely on our business as our only income source for our household. Now, we've been talking for a while right now, this whole concept that your household is your parent company and your business is simply an asset of your parent company that is going to provide cash flow. You don't want to be just dependent upon the business though, okay? So you have to make sure you're setting up the right systems so that you're creating other income streams outside of your business, whether it's real estate, whether it's wealth management, stock portfolios, whether it's insurance products or other businesses, whatever it is, we have to make sure that our business is creating enough cash flow so that you can create other income streams so you're not dependent upon the business income for the rest of your life. So it really should have showed you that you can't be reliant on one of anything for too long. So those are the things that I think we've learned from 2020. And you know what? I know that it was a lot. It was burdensome. It was emotional. But guess what? You're still here. So you didn't die. Good for you. So let's, get a checkup from the neck up. Let's make sure that you are coordinating with your financial team. If you don't have a financial team, if you don't have an industry-specific financial advisor, that's us, that you're working with to coordinate, making sure that you are on the right path. Definitely get a hold of us because we can certainly help and we want to help you. So as always, share this video with any other practice owners that you think it would be valuable for. Hit the subscribe button, and I think that's a wrap. So I will talk to you on the next Between Two Erics, and I promise you, Eric Gersh will be back and we'll have an interesting topic to talk about. All right, I'll see you soon.